So I was just thinking as I was driving home from the Apple store, well, first off, it's like getting hot, which is one of the reasons I moved to Bend, because I wanted to be around the sun because I have seasonal depression. At least I think everyone does. So anyway, I was feeling super great. I was driving home from the Apple store, and even though my laptop isn't working and he couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, like it wasn't something he could fix right away. I would just try to be like super nice to him and patient to him and like kind of bitch about his job with him. Because he was talking about how his boss was kind of a Nazi and was having like when his boss has an off day, it's like he gets really off. And I was like, I get it. I used to work in customer service, so I totally understand. And then like everyone in line was kind of bitching about or like bitching with us about like customer service jobs, because I mentioned I used to work for this large streaming movie service that's like red, has a red logo, and it's a lot worse than Apple. Anyway, so I like get it, I like get what he goes through, and there is like a long line and people were leaving and getting upset about the wait time. And it's like, if you don't have a lot of time to wait and you go into the Apple store, then you should have come a different day, because there's always a ton of people in there. So anyway, and I had to pay $50 just to get it like diagnosed or checked in, and then it'll be however much it is to fix it. And I was thinking like how before I would really stress out over the fact that my laptop broke, right? Especially because I need it. Like I've always needed a laptop, even when I didn't have one for school, when I was doing the college thing. And I was just like thinking when I was driving home how it didn't bother me how much it cost, because, well, one, I could write it off like as a business write-off, and two, it's like, it's just a thing, like it's just a material thing and things can always be replaced. And so then, and this is how weird my mind works, and this is why I'm sharing this with you, and then my mind was like, I was getting like really hot, as you can see, I like kind of got sunburnt today. So I took my bra off while I was driving. Well, it actually unhooked itself, and then I was like, well, fuck this, I'm gonna throw it off. So I took my bra off while I was driving. It was kind of dangerous. And then I drove back by my old place of work. I had a job for like a month, a full-time desk job, and I drove by it, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of traffic out here. I wonder if they're just getting out of work. And then I looked at my phone, and I was like, no, it's only 3. And I just remember feeling like it felt like they should be getting off work by now, and their parking lot was still really full. And I just remember that like I was there. I used to be inside that building, like looking at the clock, waiting for it to get off. And I just felt really grateful, because I remember the whole time, like, even in high school, I was always that girl that got in trouble for the dress code because my shorts were always too short. I was always getting in trouble for something. And I got in trouble for the dress code at that job too. Not like meaning to, but I just don't like wearing a lot of clothes. And so, like, when you have to cover up, especially when you're, like, voluptuous or whatever, like, it's kind of hard to, like, I don't try to look like I'm, like, trying to show off my body or anything, but when you don't like wearing a lot of clothes and you're kind of curvy, it kind of sucks, which is why I like working for myself, because I don't have to worry about people, like, judging me, because I don't want attention like that, especially in the office. Like, that's awkward. So anyway, I was just feeling really grateful that I don't ever have to go through that again. Even, like, the past year, aside from that, I've only had to work part-time, and so all I'm saying is that I'm just really grateful that I don't have to be in like that state of lack mindset anymore, where I was like worried of not being able to afford stuff. And I just really used to live in this place of fear. I was so fearful that I was going to be obese my whole life. And I was so afraid of that I like didn't even work out that hard, or like, because I was just so afraid of it, that I would get so stressed out about it, and I'd try to track my calories and, like, only eat 1,200 calories a day. And I remember putting, like, hot dogs and, like, Mrs. Field cookies from the vending machine, like, in MyFitnessPal, like, thinking as long as I tracked my calories, I'd be golden, And so I just don't have to deal with that anymore. And so I just wanted to kind of express my gratitude that how much I've been able to change my mindset, because I don't have to stress about that stuff anymore, because I don't know everything that's going to happen. Nothing's guaranteed. I'm not even guaranteed tomorrow. But I've learned to deal with uncertainty a lot better than before, I guess, because I've, like, taken control of my future, and I'm excited about my future. And I know that I control my success. And even with something like college, like I always believed in that concept of like giving up something or giving up your time or a lot of money into something right away so that later on you could have a good life. And so when I talk about like coaching and this opportunity, I share it because like I've always been that person who understood that concept to like invest in yourself. And when I came across this opportunity, I said no at first because I was so busy with all of that. And I just didn't realize that there was like another way to do that same thing, but easier. Not easier, better. So like one thing that I always thought when I saw everyone posting about this coaching thing is like, okay, F you. Like your life is super great. You're going on trips. Like, you know, I just wanted to flip them off. Like no one cares about you and your, you know, business thing. Like nobody cares. Nobody cares about your fitness crap. And so like I was that person, but I still followed them because it was exciting. And then I realized that the like investing, like the whole college thing, once I figured out what it was like to be in like have a job, like a corporate job, I realized that I didn't like someone else being in charge of how quickly I grew. And I don't know, I just felt like investing in myself in this kind of way was better. And so anyway, I used to think that everything was really glamorous as a coach, when in all actuality, being a coach takes a lot more work than getting like a job and like trying to get promoted. Like that's really hard and stressful, I get it, but it takes more hours. So I work more now than I ever did before. So I just want to make that really clear that my life isn't easier, it's just getting better. So if that's something that you feel called to do and you don't mind working hard, then maybe you could make this work. And I just see that it wasn't easier, but it was better. So I'm just glad that I don't have to worry about like, you know, sitting at work, watching the clock, like wanting to be out and enjoying the weather, and I can work outside if I want to. And it's not like easy. Like I still work really hard, you know, like I'm going to be working for the next 5 hours right now, but that's because I love it. I love what I do. I love helping people. I love helping people know that they can change their mindset. I'm obsessed with it. So yeah, I'm just glad that I don't have that anxiety or that fear of what my future is going to look like, or the fact that I might be obese, because that really scared the crap out of me, you guys. And now I know that I'm not going to be like that, and things are going to be okay as long as I work hard and thank God every day. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.